Today's horoscope, Sagittarius March 22nd, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Opening the lines of communication with a person you care about can figure strongly now, and improvements to a relationship are very possible now. This is nevertheless a complicated time for relating, in general, and it makes sense to take your time with the bigger decisions. It's also a time for pleasing energy with a love interest or partner. A feeling that others are either cooperating or letting you do your thing helps you to be especially productive. The moon spends the day in your sign, and you can find yourself in pleasant focus. You might often be the topic of conversation. You can feel a strong need for self-nurturing. It's a time for appreciating or making the most of your leisure time. Intensity is rocking the heavens today. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet of romance and attraction, will link in a sextile with a rapturous Pluto in the heavens above. Profound intensity may manifest around your social life, an acquaintance, or even an ex. Someone may emerge from the shadows and feel like a karmic connection or twin flame. On one hand, this could be true, and you may fall ravenously in love, but it could also be an illusion, especially if you're being tempted into a secret affair. A new perspective could change everything. Be open to having a thought-provoking conversation at work, as Venus retrograde in Aries sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. You might be stuck on what to do with one of your passion projects. Do not be afraid to ask a work friend for their 2 cents. Inviting your work friend to review your progress and plans might help you overcome this creative blockage. Your work friend might see something that you could change, alter, or nix, which may help you advance with your passion projects. You can't hold a grudge for too long, it's too involved in seeking out the higher truth of the matter. Likewise, you won't be caught on some trendy diet for too long. You're too interested in working towards a balanced lifestyle that involves healthy practices that nobody's last name belongs on. You know the routine: lots of water, seasonal local produce, low on carbohydrates, low on protein, lots of rest. Moderation in all things, including moderation. Talking about your feelings, thoughts, and troubles will be easier on this day. This will be especially helpful if you've been challenged or emotionally troubled lately. Your communication skills will be stronger under this vibration, and being able to paint pictures with your words can help others to understand exactly where you're coming from. Don't hesitate to confront the things you need to with confidence. The only way to make the changes you want in your life is to speak up and be heard. As the sun settles into his first full day in a playful and creative part of your chart, it is to find 4 planets already there, and with this side of life's fence already well represented. With 2 of those planets in retrograde motion and the other 2 in direct motion, there is equal opportunity when it comes to new beginnings and making the most of the doors open to the past and second chances, with the solar shining on both. What this does make clear from the start is that the days of all work and no play are over. Having the moon in Sagittarius during the sun's first full day in your romantic sector is putting them in harmony, something that can bring a general sense of confidence and optimism, and especially when it comes to matters of the heart. While the sun and moon are looking to the future, with the asteroid Juno in her first full day in retrograde motion in Sagittarius and Venus and Mercury, the planets of love and communication already in retrograde motion in your romantic sector, there is also a strong sense of nostalgia. Daily Planetary Overview. Out with the old and in with the new. The energy is shifting as Venus retrograde in Aries forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, bringing transformation in the realm of relationships, commitments, and personal values. This cosmic alignment may trigger sudden realizations, unexpected endings, and a deep urge to break free from anything that no longer serves your growth. You may find yourself at a crossroads, re-evaluating certain connections and questioning whether some relationships, partnerships, or agreements are truly aligned with your evolving sense of self. The desire to sever ties may feel stronger than usual, and while this newfound clarity is valuable, it's important to act with intention rather than impulsivity. If you decide to walk away from something or someone, make sure you are doing it from a place of understanding rather than frustration or emotional turbulence. Give yourself time to process your feelings, weigh your decisions, and ensure that any choices you make reflect your long-term well-being rather than a fleeting reaction to the moment. However, change is rarely easy, and you may find yourself confronted with situations that test your patience and resilience. It's natural to feel uncertain when faced with transitions, but remember that challenges arise not to break you, but to teach you. The key is to remain centered, trust in your ability to navigate obstacles, and approach difficulties with a mindset of learning and growth. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as opportunities to refine your skills, strengthen your resolve, and prepare yourself for something even better. Your circumstances are not set in stone. You have the power to shape your reality by the way you respond to the shifts occurring in your life. In your relationships, balance is essential. The passionate and assertive energy of Aries may tempt you to be more forceful in your interactions, but being overly aggressive or demanding could lead to unnecessary friction. Try to be mindful of how you express yourself, ensuring that your words and actions come from a place of authenticity rather than dominance. Cooperation may not come easily at the moment, but making an effort to see things from another's perspective can prevent misunderstandings. If you find that certain relationships feel strained, take a step back before assuming the worst. Sometimes, people are dealing with their own struggles that have nothing to do with you. A little patience and understanding can go a long way in maintaining harmony. Socially, you may notice an increase in attention from others. Your energy is magnetic, and people are naturally drawn to your presence. Whether in romantic situations, friendships, or professional settings, this is a great time to strengthen connections and enjoy meaningful interactions. However, be mindful not to let admiration go to your head. True connection is built on mutual respect, so approach interactions with sincerity rather than using charm as a tool for validation. Treat others as you would like to be treated, and you will find that your relationships deepen in authenticity and trust. Financially, caution is advised. The impulsive energy of Aries may encourage quick decisions, but when it comes to money matters, patience and careful planning are your best allies. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. This is not the time to make large-scale investments or take financial risks without thorough research. Be wary of advice that seems overly optimistic or promises guaranteed success, as not all opportunities are as beneficial as they appear. Instead, focus on making small, steady financial decisions that contribute to long-term stability. A measured approach will help you avoid unnecessary setbacks and build a more secure foundation for the future. As you move through this transformative period, take a moment to reflect on where you are and where you want to be. What old patterns or relationships are you ready to release? What bold decisions are you feeling called to make? How can you embrace change while maintaining balance and self-awareness? Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that by staying true to yourself, you will create space for new beginnings that align with your highest good. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you been experiencing shifts in your relationships or personal decisions? Are you feeling ready to let go of something that no longer serves you? What steps are you taking to navigate these changes with clarity and confidence? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's support each other through this powerful period of transformation.